Hello. Good day. Thank you for coming. All right, let's go ahead and switch on over. Hi. Hope everyone's doing well today. Thank you for coming by. It's good to see you. Welcome in. I'm doing pretty good. Here, let me zoom out a little bit. Look at my new space. I drew this brand new space. Just so you're aware, I'm really excited to present this model today, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it. That being said, my internet hates me, so it will lag out every once in a while. I'm so sorry. Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you! You want to see something else really cool about it? Let me show you something really cool about this specific backdrop. We do this. Haha! It's got a night mode too. Oh, of course. My other big technical difficulty is I was gonna stay on for a few hours and I was going to play video games. However, my earbuds decided to stop working, and I consider sound pretty necessary. Yeah! For all those ghost stories or whatever I want to tell. But yeah. Here, let me move out of the way a little bit so you can see it. I worked pretty hard. So let me show this thing off. Because unlike my last model, it is a full model. Well, I'm playing the update on here. All of it moves, everything. I know, I have to get new ones tomorrow. It sucks. I love music, and a lot of what pulls me into games are both the graphics but also the music side of things. Hit them angles! Check me out! There's a lot of detail work that I've kind of like really focused on. One thing I really like is the movement of the feet and the chain. And also the wings. The wings have their own physics. So everything kind of moves. Everything. The scarf has its own physics and everything. It's great. Yeah, the tails took me a little bit. The tails took some figuring out. But I think they turned out pretty awesome. Thank you! Now let me show you some other details about this. I have an optional charm, which I'm not really going to go in depth to. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But that's not a topic I really want to cover. But it is optional for things like charity streams and stuff that I plan on doing. I figure it's probably not always appropriate in casual settings, but at the same time, it is an option. Thank you for the gifted subs! Oh, the alert's so tiny. Oh man. Hold on, I have to do some readjusting. I'm putting that over here. Maybe it'll be bigger next time. We'll see. I thought I tested everything, but apparently not. But I really, thank you, I really appreciate it. I also have this handy dandy blush. So I can, you know, I don't know what I'll do with this one. So I can be embarrassed, I suppose. Yeah, I worked hard on the hair physics. You bet I'm gonna be moving my head around like crazy. And I can be angry. Because some of y'all really piss me off sometimes. Sometimes y'all are kind of mean to me. Or I can be sad. Because sad video games are some of my favorites. I like media that makes me cry. so I could be sad for that. I can also do this, which will be really great. You talk about phasmophobia. Thank you, Len's very cool. I don't know why the alert for that didn't show up, but I'm glad it played. But yeah, this is good for that phasmophobia. So I feel pretty set now. Like I've got everything I'll ever need, right? Hopefully. I hope. And if not, I'll just add them in. I want to do some animations later. Yeehaw! I ended up, earlier they only let me do like one tier 1 sub emote, and I got really sad. Because I was like, in an ideal world, I want all of my emotes to be free for everyone. But, it won't let me do that. So I had to pick, and now I can put so many on the tier 1 sub. VTuber animemes, that would be fun. That's a good idea. I've been thinking about doing animation memes via live 2D. I think it would be fun. You get all of the head bopping you want, but then you also get the physics to go with. All right, I do have, in classic VTuber fashion, I do have a slideshow. Let me make sure everything's all together real quick. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. There we go. Let's move on over. I also made the transition myself. So if you like that, I worked my butt off on that transition. I learned Adobe Animate. Let me show it one more time. I learned Adobe Animate just so I could learn that transition. We're gonna move slightly to the side because I know I have some stuff where I'll want to be kind of in the corner. My other project was learning how to use Google Slides, which was a pain. I've never used Google Slides before. God, what was it? PowerPoint? I used PowerPoint back in the day. But now I had to learn how to use this because I wasn't gonna give you a lame presentation. I had to put all of the weird texturing I usually put in things. I think that's fun. I think school slideshows are cool. I've always wanted to do one of them slideshow parties, you know, where you get like a group of people together and they all get to pick their own topic and do like a slideshow party. I think that would be fun. You know, it would be fun later on is if I had people submit their slideshows and I played them. It's okay. I only learned recently when I was like, I want to do a slideshow. Does Google have one? I think that would be so fun. Anyhow, we're gonna start off. Hi, I'm Icy. I'm sure you didn't know that. I'm sure that's why you're here. Because you didn't know me previously. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Hello, Shimmery! It's good to see you! It's okay, I totally and completely understand. I am the worst about forgetting my password. Anyhow, a little bit about me. My species is a cat-dragon hybrid. Part cat, part dragon. You can tell because I got these fancy wings. I mostly show as a cat, but I've got the cool wings. I've got the cool tail. I've got the big claws. And I've also got this. The height is not wrong. It's actually completely correct. I go by, my pronouns I usually use are she, her, occasionally it, it's, or literally anything. I don't actually care that much, so just refer to me. I don't care how you refer to me, just refer to me. Yes, so, we'll get into height in a minute, because it's complicated. Please refer to me! I'm 21 years old and based in the USA. If you didn't know that already, then you will by the time I start using an extremely southern accent on stream. Because sometimes my accent doesn't show up too much, and then sometimes I talk as, my youngest brother puts it, in cowboy language. Hello, welcome in! Thank you for coming! But yeah. Oh. Yes. I think it would be cool to be a cowboy, personally. I think it'd be neat. I like the hat. As for height, that is a very complicated question. But I am taller than you. There's no changing that. When I talk about how I am drawn, you can draw me as you see me now on two legs, or you can see me, you can draw me as like a four-legged animal, just depending on what you do, because I know I have a lot of Warrior Cats fans and stuff, and that's what they do a lot of, is the four-legged animals. So that's always an option. And in that case, yes, I am the size of a horse, not a cat, which people get confused about because they're like, what do you mean? You look like a cat. Height isn't important anyways. But, when drawn with more human-like proportions, you can just make the assumption that I'm taller than you. Let's just go with that. I think that'll work better for the both of us. I can't talk. Size doesn't matter. Unless you're short, and then it does matter. Alright. You get it, until it do matter. My favorite media changes all of the time. What I've written down here... Yeah, that's the dragon part showing through is the height. What I've got here, is a list of what I could think of up the top of my head. I'm sorry you're short, Magenta. That's rough. But, have you considered just getting taller? Hello, welcome in! Thank you, Boof, for dragging people in here. It's good to see you. Thank you for popping by. I can explain. Ocarina of Time. Against your will, even. Wow, that's kind of rude, Boof. Go get knee enlargement surgery. Good luck out there with that. Ocarina of Time is one that always kind of pops up. Like, again, if I am asked this question tomorrow, I will have a different answer. Because I like a lot of media, and I like a lot of things, and, my interests change constantly. But these are just what I can think of have impacted me pretty well. Ocarina of Time, I have played since I was, like, a small child. So that's probably... It was one of the games I really grew up on. So that's why that one's there, and I don't think that one's prone to change much. I really love that game. I was always a big fan of all the bosses. Genshin Impact, don't get me started on Genshin Impact. I have played so much Genshin Impact since it came out. Oh my god. I started playing shortly after release. Not entirely at release, but shortly after release. And for the most part, it hasn't been in this past like month or so, but for the most part, I had been playing it daily. It is definitely my most played game. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's so much good stuff out there, and sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? I forgot I played this game, and it like was really life-changing. Speaking of life-changing games, Undertale. I actually played Undertale, I think, on its release day. I had a friend who had been really in touch with the development, and they were like, hey, download this game. And I was like, I don't know what this is. I've never heard about it. But I'll give it a shot. And I had no idea what I was getting into and how popular it was going to get. But that's one of my favorite games. I like it has some very strong characters, and it just makes me cry. And anything that makes me cry is something I appreciate, which is a pretty good bridge into our favorite shows. Genshin's fun, you just gotta be responsible about it. A lot of what you're seeing is the very rabid fan base. I wouldn't touch the fandom with a 10-foot pole. My favorite show, and this is not going to change, is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. I have a problem. I have a corner of my room entirely dedicated to Demon Slayer merchandise. It is my favoriteest thing ever. Madoka Magica! That too! Madoka Magica is like a huge inspiration for me. When I go into things, I'm an artist. And so the first thing that really draws me to an anime is graphics. 50-foot pole, you're absolutely right. Welcome in! We could go even further if you want to. Hobero's best girl, she did nothing wrong. I'm actually a Sayaka fan, but I absolutely agree with you. No, Madoka Magica's a good one. I remember when I first watched it and I was like, whoa, you mean you can do this with a TV show? Like, the graphics are so ridiculous. My husband is not Doma. Luns is actively spreading lies. Hello, welcome in! Oh my goodness, we got so many people in here, I'm so excited! Thank you all for coming, I'm gonna cry. Also the kind of like, whoa, I can't believe you can do this with an anime, Mob Psycho 100 is one of my very favorite shows. As a 2D animator, I will sit and I will look at scenes from Mob Psycho 100 and go, oh my god, how did they do that? I wasn't sure a lot of people would show up, but it's like, I'm really glad y'all are here. If you haven't watched Mob Psycho, it's about like one of the most emotional, beautiful stories. And it's paired, a lot of people won't watch it because of the graphics. But because they went with such simplified graphics, they really did not pull their punches with animation. It's ridiculous. You guys are so sweet, except Luns, you're not sweet. I wouldn't marry Giyu. I appreciate Giyu, but I would not marry him. Moving on. Things I like. And this is not a terribly like huge list, so I might throw some stuff out also. But I'm a huge Vocaloid fanatic. I have been since I was little, since I first got on Flipnote Hatena on the DS. What is Mochi? We'll get to it. Mochi is my favoriteest thing. But I have been listening to Vocaloid songs since I could internet, and I mean, if you know me for more than 10 minutes, you know that's all I listen to. If you follow me on my YouTube, I play a stream playlist that's 90% Vocaloid. Flowers are always a good one. It's a simple one. But I just really like flowers. I'm one of those people that, like, every chance I get, I want to go buy fresh flowers. Ooh, that sounds so pretty. Bugs. I know a lot of people don't like bugs, and I put it up here on this list because if you don't like bugs, I have news for you. I do like bugs, and we'll talk about them. It's the same thing with reptiles. I actually own a snake and I own a lizard. So if you don't like reptiles and don't like hearing about them, you're probably in the wrong place. Although you are also talking to a dragon. So I don't know why you would be here in the first place. Art's a big one. Let me go back some slides. You see all the art here? I have drawn all of this. And I've drawn everything that shows up in the slideshows. They're just art I've done over the past like year or so. Which you can kind of see the difference because it doesn't have the darker hair streak. That's a new one. Spiders are cool. I'd like to own one sometime. That was a fun commission. I love bugs. Yeah, I kind of feel that. It's like, there are some bugs that it's like, I really appreciate you. Like centipedes, I adore centipedes, but if I saw one, I'd be like, okay, you can stay over there. Sorry if you hear my cat yelling. He can't go outside right now and he's very sad. Millipede, that's pretty cool. I know someone who owns tarantulas, and I'm like, someday I'm gonna figure out how to get over there and see them. Lizards are fun. I like them a lot. I have a really sassy lizard and I love her. But yeah, so I've drawn all of the art in this slideshow. I've drawn the model you see before you. I drew the backdrop in the chat room if you were here for it. Art is my passion. I am here streaming right now because if I don't play video games on this account, if I don't play video games and leave myself accountable for them, I won't play them at all, which is a darn shame. Yes, Glitch does. That was not who I was referring to. I was referring to an IRL, but Glitch does, and they're super cute. Likes Demon Slayer. We've covered this. I have a problem. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I have a problem. I had a countdown until season 2 came out. If there's one thing I can't stop talking about, it's, yep, Shinobu Kocho, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Yeah, and I love your live reactions. What of it? And then mochi! I specifically like just the traditional mochi, which isn't actually that popular over here. At least, not with my friends and family, which is always kind of weird to me. I kind of figured more people would be into it. But I like the kind that's just like the red bean filling. It's super tasty. I love it so bad. That's one of those things you can offer me at any point and I'll be like, hell yeah. If someone... Are you serious? You're the first person. You're the first person I know who have said they liked them. No, I love red bean mochi so bad. I can't get a single one of my family members to eat it. Over holding them. It is an odd texture, that's for sure. But it's so tasty. It's sweet and like earthy and yummy. It's great. You made it! You'll have to send me your recipe. I've kind of wanted to try making it. As for... I haven't tried matcha. I'm actually not a huge matcha fan. But I have thought about trying it. I really wish I liked matcha more than I do. As for my hobbies, it's a very small list. I do very few things. Where are you getting vanilla and chocolate Demon Slayer branded wafers? Because I want to know. Earthy, you know, it doesn't sound like you would think it's good, but like what I put under earthy is like mushrooms and like vegetables and stuff like that. It's not a flavor I can easily describe, but it's my favorite flavor. Not literal dirt. As for hobbies, I am a 2D animator. I have a YouTube account where I post all of my animations. It's usually warrior cats. I I mix it up with some Demon Slayer sometimes. Okay, I will have to do some research because I want the Demon Slayer wafers. Yeah, like root vegetables. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yeah. No, it is. It's literally tasting like the earth, more or less. Thank you. I'm glad you like my animations. I also draw, which, if that's not evident by now, I don't know what to tell you. And I am a live 2D rigger. I do a lot of commissions for that. I'm gonna be opening slots fairly soon, actually, once I finish some stuff. I rigged this model you see before you. If you follow Project Boof Demon, I rigged their model, and I am working on so much more. That's fair. Yes, go follow Project Boof Demon. Wow, I pronounced that pretty bad. How are you gonna send those? Gotta get those minerals. You're right. Absolutely correct. Project Doof. As for social media, I'm not on a lot of it. I'm Icefeels on YouTube as stated. I am also on Twitter. Yes, I am working on your model. Well, yeah, but how are you gonna ship it? Like, I guess, I don't know how it works. I've never shipped food before. Project Bdoof. This is so sad. Boof slander in the chat today. I'm basically on YouTube and Twitter. Under Icefeels. I got a Sheezy recently, but I don't know how much I'm gonna use it. So these are the two that I usually use for things. On YouTube, I am trying to do weekly animation streams. I haven't been the most, on schedule for that, but, it is something I try to do. And then my Twitter is Icefeels. Also, that is where I show... Wow, I can't talk. I'm so sorry. That is where I, say before I stream, because my schedule is too busy for me to kind of, like, set anything. So I kind of stream sporadically. So if you want any, like, any warning at all before my stream, that's where you're gonna get it. Once more, I'm sorry if you hear my cat. He's very angry at me. As for hashtags, I know a lot of VTubers have them. I don't yet. I don't feel a need for it yet. Eventually, if people want, like, a hashtag for art or something, you let me know, and I can put one together. But as for right now, I don't have any. As for, like... This isn't the same thing, but to go with it, I don't have any plans on making a Discord server right now. Discord group chats can be really easily overwhelming for me. So that's not really in the future as far as what I'm planning on doing. But yes, I would like to make hashtags. Maybe once I get a few more viewers. As for any credits, literally everything here was done by me. If I have anything done by someone else, I will get them credited. But I've created this model. I've created my layout. I created the music, which, by the way, please be nice, that's like my second time making music. And I created this slideshow after hours of trying to figure out how the hell I was going to make a Google Slides look semi-okay. So, that about concludes what I had written, so do you have any questions? Yes, I did do this music. It's only like my second time doing music. I'd like to do some more in the future. It's one of those things that's always interested me, but it's kind of hard for me to learn. Thank you, I'm glad you think so. Peaceful was the goal. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. How long did it take me to make the model? That's a really complicated question. I started it mid-October and ended it like last month or something. But that was with a lot of breaks in between. I think if I were to estimate, more or less, I would put between 6 and 10 hours. I'm not really sure where along that timeline it goes. But I'm a pretty fast artist as far as all things are, but making a live 2D model is kind of a daunting task. Which, by the way, most likely the next stream I'll be doing, I'll try to stream once I get my earbuds in, maybe tomorrow, and finished Webbed, which I have had sitting on my plate for months. But if not, I will be rigging next. Thank you, I'm glad you think so. What games do I play? Oh, thank you, Luns! I appreciate you! I carry you too, it's good to see you. As far as games go, I am a Nintendo girl at heart, but I don't have a capture card. So that's not what you're going to see until that happens. I love about every Nintendo game under the sun, though. When I play games, I like them to be bright and colorful or have monsters in them. But mostly what you're probably going to see me playing is little indie games. I like kind of being in the know about what games are being made and released. So if I find something new and cute and fun that's made by like 1 or 2 people or maybe a small group, I'm like, hell yeah. The first game I ever streamed on here was Here Comes Nico, which I believe was an indie venture, if I'm not wrong. Well, if you ever want tips or help on making a model, you let me know. I may charge per model, but I do not charge for answering questions or helping troubleshoot things. Ooh, I'll put those on my list. I haven't heard of either of those. Hold on. Let me get my game sticky note. I was gonna play Slime Rancher today because people have requested I do that, but I'm gonna have to leave that for another day. Okay. All right. But yeah, I haven't heard of those at all. Let me show you. I haven't shown you yet. Let me show you my gamer pad. Y'all want to see my gamer pad? Let's see. Let's go. I'm all the way over here. Hold on. This is it, the new gamer pad. It's even animated. Perfectly timed. I think it's a little bit of an improvement over the old one. Have I seen? Where did the rest go? I worked so long on this specific setup. I used to do a lot of stream layouts, and if people like want me to do them, like if I have a friend who's like, I need a stream layout, I'll be like, hell yeah, baby, and I'll do it for him. But I don't do them so much anymore. If you follow a Warrior Cats artist, Panther Heart, on YouTube, I did hers. I don't know anyone else who's actively using those. Orange! It's all about the orange! Orange is my favorite color. And a lot of people don't really get that because I'm mostly blue. But I really wanted to make it blatantly clear. Also, I felt like something bright with a lot of contrast really fitted me. Originally, I'd kind of gone with something that was like orange with light blue accents, but I kind of decided I liked it better this way. There you go. I don't really commission them, but I would be glad to do one for you. Thank you. I'm so glad. Let me compare with my old layout so you can see. You can see I did an animation stream last, so you can see what I was working on there. That was on my YouTube. But this is what I had before, and this is what I have now. So I feel like it was a pretty good improvement. I was really brainstorming this one forever, though. Let's go back here. Let's talk a little bit. Yeah, you know, I've always been a very fast artist. Yesification. It sure is, huh? Which, you know, being fast is not always a good thing. It has definitely been to my detriment before. But it is really nice when it comes to doing something like this, and I can go, oh, if I set aside like 4 hours, then I can get this done. I did make this background myself, and I don't know if you were here when I first showed it off, but it also has a really cool feature, which is that it changes color. I have a night one too. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna use it for, but I couldn't pick between the two palettes. So I was like, okay, we'll just do both. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. It took me forever to figure out what I wanted to go for though. I kind of knew I wanted to do something with LEDs and graffiti, but being an artist is fun, but it's also a pain. Turn the lights off when you play horror. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted when I started this. I just kind of like winged it and it worked out okay. I think it'll be fun when I get back to Crooked Man and eventually play like Phasmo and stuff. I'm going to get back to horror once my brain's settled down a little bit, and once everything's chilled out. I want to finish Crooked Man. I want to play some more RPG Maker horrors. I want to get a group together to stream Phasmo. I have hopes, but also for the newcomers here, I have a problem. I hear Little Nightmares is excellent. I want to play that. But I have this terrible problem, which is that I really love monsters. I love big scary monsters. I love the ones that are big and weird looking and oozing and like all of that gross nonsense. I think it's so cool. But oh god, I am terrible with jump scares. Good luck there, Magenta. I'm sorry, I'm not good. I repeat myself a whole lot. That is something you have to get used to on my streams. But yeah, jump scares are horrible. The tension, the building of tension in video games freaks me out real bad. But also that's why I bought a heart monitor, so I can do horror games. Yeah, you get me. You get me. I love watching people play horror games. It's great. But if I'm playing it myself, I'm like, oh god, oh no. My brother was suggesting I play Security Breach, and I was like, me? Play Security Breach? Now? Little Nightmares looks so good. I know so many people that really like it. One day I'll pick it up. A lot of the games I play come from people going, oh, I see, this is really cool. Okay, you know what's bizarre? Is you are the third person to tell me to play Amnesia in the past, like, 2 weeks. Everyone wants me to play Amnesia, which is making me really tempted. I hear good things about it. And they're like, oh, you should play Amnesia. And I'm like, I haven't thought about Amnesia since it came out. And I sure didn't play it then. But everyone's like, oh, I see. Amnesia. That's the one you should play. I got it. My next one's gonna be Crooked Man, I swear. I'm so angry at that game, I have to finish it. I just have to wait a little bit for things to calm down. Yeah. I thought it would be more fun that way. I'm glad you noticed it. There's a new Amnesia game, like a new one. Markiplier, is that you? I forgot to tell y'all. I invited Markiplier onto this stream. They made a new game and they called it Amnesia Rebirth. That's pretty good. Cricket Man makes me amazingly angry. I hate the protagonist so bad. He's so awful. It just makes me want to finish it because I want to know what bad decisions the protagonist is gonna make next. It's one of those games that it wants to lead you into all of these like horror destinations, and so it doesn't pick what seems like a good option. It picks the option that's gonna get you going into the room the fastest. It makes me so mad. I haven't met Fluffy. Actually, I think Fluffy's in the hospital, right? I think that's where I kind of ended, was in the middle of all of that, and it made me so angry. I was like, man, what do you mean we're going into this hospital and there's this kid in this hospital and you've been chased by monsters, but you're not taking this kid out of the hospital? I actually have played Witch's House, or more accurately, I watched my twin play most of Witch's House. That would be a fun one to play, but I have to give it a few months to forget about it first. I want to go into it without a lot of, you know, without remembering a whole lot about it. It's true, and that's what's so appealing to me. It's like watching a train wreck, and I love it. I think RPG Maker horrors are my priority, mostly because since they're like pixel games, there isn't like the realism you have to worry about quite so much, so it's a little more achievable for me. Like, the graphics aren't scary. It's the jump scares, which is also not great, but it's easier. I have also played that one. Aoni is great. It is the goofiest looking monster, man. It's so silly. And I love it so bad. I love monster designs, and these dudes are great. That one was a fun game. With this big ol' head! You know what I should do? Is maybe one stream, I want to get into, like, chatting streams. Because Twitch says my user base really likes chatting streams. But I think I want to do tier list streams. I think that would be fun. Maybe I'll do a monster tier list. What did they do? What did they add to Phas this time? Phasmophobia and me have a very difficult relationship. Yes. I want to cause problems on purpose. I think doing some like funny tier lists would be a great plan. Me and Phasmophobia have a terrible relationship because it's fun to play and the mechanics are neat, but I'm terrified of it. And I've watched people like Lens play it who are like, they know all the meta and stuff. And so when I go into Phas, I'm like, okay, I know what needs to be done. I know what needs to be brought into the building. I know everything. But I don't want to do any of it. It's a mess. No, we can do like stupid tier lists, like best fruit or something. But then we can also do like tier lists like monsters. Maybe once I watch some more movies though, because I don't watch a lot of movies. I could look at a monster and go, that's a pretty cool design, but not know anything about it. I haven't really been backing up my streams, but I can do that. I think I'll do that again. Do that for you. I don't know if they stay kind of in the backlog of Twitch or not, but I'll see what I can do about maybe pulling them onto a YouTube channel. That's a good idea. Those... That... You say that, and that immediately tells me that I should be terrified, Luns. I know a few people who read those, and I've always been curious about, getting mine read. Let me drink some water real quick. Yeah, okay, then I'll start uploading mine to YouTube after I stream. That's probably a good idea anyhow. I don't like that Twitch deletes your streams. I think that's really unfortunate. I know my streams usually keep a while. I also feel like holding the music box is probably also a bad idea. How many items did they add into Phasmophobia? Yeah, I tell Twitch to keep my VODs, but I don't think they keep them very long. I hear Dead by Daylight is pretty good. That's on my list of things I want to play when I get brave enough for it. You don't even need to use them? Well then why would you? Well, I know why you would. But what's the point? If you walk into a haunted house and you see a cursed piano you don't have to play, why would you play it? That's one sure way to get you killed. I have not heard of Dying Light. What's that? Yeah, I think it just has to do with, since Twitch is about live streaming, it wants you to catch it, you know, day of, moment of. No, you don't! You die! You hit the cursed piano and it's like in Witch's house, you die! I have a real, actual ghost hunting uncle, and all the time he's like, hey, you wanna go ghost hunting with me? And I'm like, you have fun with that. I'll have to look into it. That sounds pretty cool. I have a good list of games now. I don't have a lot of... I'm glad y'all are suggesting me games because my queue right now is not that big. Oh, really? Well, that's neat. I'll have to look into it. I know I'm gonna play Slime Rancher soon because everyone's requested it. I have to play Unpacking at some point because I'm so intrigued by it. I will not go ghost hunting. You cannot make me go ghost hunting. Like, I saw the sound design on Unpacking and I'm like, I know I need to play this. I'm gonna finish Webbed. And I know I had more ideas, but I don't know what they were. I do want to play, oh, Superliminal. That's one of those that's been on my list since I've started streaming, is Superliminal. Inscription, I've heard great things about it. I don't know a dang thing about it, but I hear it's great. I know Jackie's been streaming that, and I've actually been avoiding watching those streams specifically because I want to play it. It seems really super cool. It seems like something I'd really like. Rain World, I've seen people post fan art of that and it looks so pretty. Meta horror, that sounds sick to me. I want to play... One day I'm gonna get brave and bold and play the real scary horror games because there are so many good ones. Nostalgia Train. One game I do really want to get working is Subway Midnight. The day it came out, I was gonna stream it, but it just they didn't have any graphics options for the game. And it wasn't it didn't work amazingly. I think I was running at like 2 FPS when I tried doing it, and I was like, nope, we're not doing that. Alright. Well, I'm glad y'all have game suggestions for me. I would beat your ass at Hinokami. Who do you main? Who do you main in Hinokami? Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I've heard phenomenal things about Rain World. I know some people that are really super into it. And so that's kind of been in the back of my mind a lot. That and Ori in the Blind Forest. Well, I don't care if a game's indie. That's just kind of where a lot of games I pick them up because they're showing up on my Twitter timeline because the creator is like, please play my video game. I have! That's what... I do play the Demon Slayer game. I don't... No, I did get all the characters unlocked the other day. I main... Wait for it. Wait for it. Makomo. My best character in Hinokami is Makomo. The character with, like, one anime line. Muzan Wen! Yeah, Ori looks so good. I'm really... one thing I did pick up, and I really want you guys' opinion on this, is Hollow Knight. I bought Hollow Knight. I have Hollow Knight. The problem is, if I did a stream of it, I am not an amazing platformer. And I know that's really hard, so it would be quite a struggle to go through. And you would have to have a lot of patience with me. But is that something you would be interested in seeing? I know, I don't main Shinobu. It's bizarre. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would love to stream it. I think I would have a lot of fun with it. I really like platformers. But you would have to have patience. You would have to be okay with watching me fail horribly. Which, you know, I guess you will later because Jump King is also on my list. Well, good. Then I guess I'll do Hollow Knight sometime soon. Celeste. I have been told countless times that I need to play Celeste. Celeste is so pretty. My twin really likes it. Listen. An artist starts live streaming video games with almost no prior... Well, I mean, I play video games, but not very much. It's all suffering. I'll persevere through it. Well, good. You aren't here to... Like, if you're here because you think I'm a pro gamer that's gonna do good, you're in the wrong place. I'm here to fail and have fun at it. One time, I played Tetris with Luns and lost, I kid you not, 30 consecutive times. That's pretty cool. But also, I am not a coward and I will die 300 times and I will get to the end. I haven't beat Hades yet either. I've played Hades before, but it might be fun to start a new run. I am only part of the way through Hades. Which is a shame, because I got all of my friends into Hades. And then all of them beat it, and they're like, have you beat Hades yet? And I'm like, no. Me? Beating a video game? Beating one that I'm not live streaming? It's so good. You know what I really like about Hades is the voice acting. The voice acting for Hades is so phenomenal. Every time anyone talks, I'm like, oh. Good luck out there. Have fun. Thank you for coming by. Okay, legitimately, you don't know what you're talking about because I have been talking to I just learned about Kaizo, and I've been talking to my twin about it and to my brother about it for like the past couple weeks. I'm like, I'm gonna buy Mario Maker and I'm gonna play Kaizo levels. I'm gonna play like the super hard levels. What other games does Supergiant make? Because I'm not like terribly familiar with their studio. I'm not terribly familiar with many studios actually. Pyre. I haven't heard about that one. I do know Transistor. Okay. I do know that one. Okay. I haven't played Transistor, but I do know about its existence. No, Hades is fun. It would be a good one to finish. But yeah, every time anyone talks in Hades, I'm like, oh my god, marriage? 1 second. I got into it, I don't know how long it was after it came out. You were asking some very difficult questions. I think Meg, actually. Thanatos is fine, but he's just an emo boy. Marriage? Sorry. I mean, marriage? Pardon. Marriage? That's, yep, me all the time, every game. Meg is a delight. He's super edgy. This dude, every time I see him, I'm like, wow, what an edgelord. He's what I wanted to be as a preteen. Favorite god in Hades? Oh god. Hermes, I think, maybe. I don't know. I can't pick. I really like a lot of them. You could probably cut yourself on Thanatos. It's true. It's true. Nyx is pretty gorgeous. Not me forgetting about the amazing Chaos. No, can I change my answer? It's probably Chaos. Chaos is pretty phenomenal. Artemis is definitely up there as one of my favorites. Artemis is one of those I see and I'm like, oh, Artemis! I love them to death. It's so neat! Every time I have any opportunity to go see Chaos, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go! It's true. It's true! The voice effects are so neat! I love it. What a cool design. What a cool execution of that design. Oh man. I agree with you. I agree 100% with you. Oh. Yeah, maybe I need to play some Hades. I'll make everyone mad though because I play Bow. I'll be real. I haven't figured out how to actually use Titan's Blood yet. I don't know if I just haven't gotten to that point in the story. But I just use regular Bow. I love Bow, but I don't have the upgrade. Every time I say that, everyone's like, you use just the regular bow? You use the bow? I haven't played the Fist much, but it's a pretty phenomenal choice, I think. You know what intrigues me but I can't use is the shield. I'm not very good at the shield, but I would like to be. The bow's neat. There's so many cool upgrades for the bow. It's like there's like 300 ways to shoot a man. Which sounds really bad after I say that out loud. Yeah. The weapons in Hades are all pretty good. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just hit him against the wall. Yeah, exactly. And I love how they give them all, like you get the upgrades from the gods, but you also get the upgrades for the weapons. Yeah, I'd beat you to death at Hinokami. me, the Makomo main. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm not 100%, so you can't quote me on this, but I think my twin played shield. I think that's the one he decided he liked. What else would you do with a shield other than bash things to death? What's the point in anything else? Yeah. No, where did I get? I got to Captain America style. I guess, but that's playing a risky game, I think. Why would you prefer that over just bashing people in the head? Rui's cool. I haven't played the demons much in Hinokami. I'm stuck playing Makomo. It's a problem. And you can't have 2 people on your team if you're a demon. And I want to use 2 people, so I usually just don't use the demons very much, but I think they're kind of cool. I find Akaza very fun. Man, yeah, that sounds killer. What a win. Alright. But yeah, so that's on my list. I don't know what else I have on my Steam catalog. Hold on. I don't play Five Nights at Freddy's sometime. I do want to play Security Breach. I made fun of my brother for it. Well, I didn't make fun of him, but I told him no. I told my brother I wouldn't play Security Breach, but I kind of want to. Just a little bit. It looks really cool, it looks really broken, and I think those are the 2 good things you need to make a good game. I also don't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's at all. I played a little bit of the second one when it came out. I was kind of lurking around the space when the first one came out, and that is as much knowledge of the franchise as I have, so I would be thrown in with no information. Actually, on New Year's, I was with my twin and his girlfriend just talked to me about the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, and I'm like, wow, what's going on over here? An entire world I don't know anything about. But, I also have been playing Half Dead. Half Dead 3? Half Dead 3 is pretty good. I think that would be fun to stream with people, too. Like, it's fun, it's strategic. You can cause so many problems for you and your teammate. And then I'd like to do another Minecraft hardcore, not on the world that I had going on. Half Dead's fun. As my twin told me in order to sell me on it, it's kind of like Minesweeper. So the idea is that you and preferably a teammate or a few are in this room, and it's like a grid. There's like a grid of rooms, and you have to find the exit. But the problem is that through each door. They're all square rooms. They're on this square grid, so it's like pretty clear. You know, there's up to 4 doors or whatever. But some of the doors have traps in them, and some of the doors don't. And some of the traps don't show up until you enter the room. So you have 2 shoes to test. You can throw them into the room and see if a trap activates, but you only have 2 shoes throughout the whole game. So if you're halfway through this grid and you lose your shoes, then you just have to run for it and hope you don't die. Because some traps will trap you in there and kill you forever. But yeah, it's a really fun game to play multiplayer. I haven't played it single player because I think most of the appeal is in playing with your friends and being like, hey dude, I just got trapped, I'm dying, nice knowing you. But it's pretty pleasant. I like it a lot. It is, it's fun. I like kind of puzzle games like that a lot. One stream that I will do, which, sorry in advance, is I am playing Sonic Spinball. And this is happening in the future. I thought about doing it today. I'm not streaming any games today, because of my poor earbud problem. But, I am playing Sonic Spinball. I don't play the new Sonic games so much, but I really like the kind of old, like the old ones. So I have like Sonic and Tails and Sonic and Knuckles and all of that, and I think it would be fun to play through those. But first you have to watch me play the pinball one. Because for some reason, I just really like that one. Is it a great game? No. Is it a game I enjoy? Absolutely. You could escape them? I mean, you can escape them in 3 too, but you have to have both your shoes. Yeah, that's the same way in the 3rd one. Which is really a predicament when you only have 1 shoe. I think that would make it, I think it's probably a lot easier depending on how many people you have, because then you have more shoes. Then you have, like, if you have 3 people, you have 6 shoes. That's 6 traps. I'm glad, because I will sit down and force everyone to watch me play Sonic Spinball. Yeah, you can pick up shoes as well. It's just, you know, there's only a limited number of shoes on the field. What else do I have on my list? I have Night in the Woods. I've had that for years, and I played a good chunk of it when it came out, but I haven't finished it. Yeah, you have to watch Sonic Spinball. You are going to be here. I will make sure of it. It doesn't matter what you want to do, you will be sitting here in chat watching me play Sonic Spinball. There are no other options. I don't care if you're busy that day. I don't care if I did it with no warning, you will be here for Sonic Spinball. What could possibly be more important than Sonic Spinball? Precisely. You get it. Exactly. Now you're getting it. Now we're understanding. You will watch Sonic Spinball. You may think that something is more important than Sonic Spinball, and it absolutely is not. I don't care what you're doing. I think some fun, like, chill streams would be good too. That's kind of what I want to do. I hear Slime Rancher's pretty chill, so I'm gonna do like a Slime Rancher and talk, and I want to do like a Stardew Valley and talk. It just turns into Jigsaw. Yup. Exactly. Precisely. Night in the Woods is so good, and I know it's so good, and I had a great time playing it. I don't know why I stopped playing it, but it's been long enough that I think if I started it over again, then I won't remember a dang thing, so I think it's a good time for a stream of it. But I think Stardew Valley would be good. To do something just chill and casual. I want to do Minecraft, like I said. A new hardcore world now that the updates come out, but I'm not 100% of that. Keep watching. I know how many bits you have. If you don't have enough bits by the end of the stream, you will die. Not bits. Bits not even the one. I did a terrible joke. Channel points. I didn't even do a good one. Oh, they don't have... I don't know why. I kind of figured Slime Rancher was multiplayer, or at least had some multiplayer capability. It's one of those games that looking at it, it just makes sense that it would be. There's my cat again.
Hey, girly.
But hey, girly! I could play Genshin Impact. I am a little nervous about it because I'm super not in the meta of it. And also, I'm very late game, so I'm not sure it would be any fun. Except like if an update came out. But I would consider it. I'm a Hu Tao main. Hu Tao and Ganyu. I haven't, I could probably start a new account though, that would be kind of fun. Play through it for people who ain't. Genshin's fun. Genshin, it's Breath of the Wild but different. Some people are like, no, Genshin's not like Breath of the Wild at all. And it's definitely stepped away from Breath of the Wild, but especially when it started, it's like, wow. I'm playing Legend of Zelda. Oh, that makes sense. It looks so cute. I like it a lot. I think it'll be a good game to play. I also have Wobble Dogs. I could start a new Wobble Dogs world. Do another chat stream with just Wobble Dogs. I forgot to respond to you, but I saw you talking about that. Sabito growing on you, is he? Sabito's cool. Yeah, if you're not in my stream, you better not be in anyone else's. I won't take it. You have to be here. Right here. Oh man. You know what's been cracking me up about Sabito is I watched a little bit of the dub a month or so ago. Yeah, particularly if I'm playing Sonic Spinball. Everyone on Twitch better be here when I'm playing Sonic Spinball. But in the English dub, they took every time he was like, that's not manly, and made it like, that's not a demon, like a good demon slayer wouldn't do this. And it's like, man. It's really funny. You'll be snapped. Whether it's in the Marvel fashion or snapped in half like a twig, who knows? Would you like to find out? Alright. Well, it's been a good hour, almost an hour and a half here. Maybe I'll cut it off at 1:30, huh? Yeah! Is that One Piece in the chat? I love One Piece. My little brother will tell you otherwise. But I love One Piece. And Nico Robin is my wife. I love Nico Robin to death. Her and Tashigi. They're great. I'm not current on One Piece, so don't think I'm like one of those people. I'm not there yet. My little brother is current on One Piece. Yeah, no one loves One Piece in comparison to my brother. My little brother is current on One Piece and has like every volume in his collection. It's ridiculous. I don't know how he's done it. I see it like a series that's over 12 episodes and I'm like, I can't do this. I ain't got the time. But here he is, current on One Piece. It's fun, I like it. The characters are so neat. The plot's so good. I do think the way that Oda draws women is absolutely wild. It takes a lot of getting used to. And if I don't read One Piece and I come back and I'm like, what? Why'd they draw Nami like that? It's bizarre, isn't it? I like it. I like that he isn't afraid to get crazy with character design. That's part of what I like about Demon Slayer too, is not being afraid to get kind of wacky with it. Demon Slayer's still kind of tame, but as far as stylistic stuff goes, it is pretty odd. It works really well. Oda can like pull out a cool character or a crazy character and all of that. Ah, you're an Ivankov fan, are you? I haven't gotten there yet, but I've been told I'll be a huge Doflamingo fan. Is this an addiction? Yeah, at this point, probably. I can't even comprehend it. Like, I'll watch One Piece movies, and I read the manga, I don't watch it. But the idea, they're on what, episode 1000 something? How do you catch up with that? How do you even, are there enough hours in your life to catch up with 1,000 episodes of One Piece? No, my crime is being a huge fan of anime. Like, I don't know if you can tell or not from the way I look, the way I draw, but I'm a pretty big anime fan. But I don't actually watch very much. I'm one of those people that it's like, do I have the time? Probably. Do I use it for that? No. I'll be like, oh, I don't have time for TV. I have to draw. And so I'm sitting here with my 2 monitors and I'm doing commissions and watching YouTube videos when I could have been watching one of like 300 things on my queue. Yeah. I love anime. It's the same way with any other show or book. It's like, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy doing whatever. And I'm not actually too busy. I just think I'm too busy. Now I watch true crime YouTube videos all day instead. The scarf here, the sign back there. The hair. Well, I'm busy, but like my job's on my computer and I have 2 monitors. Made in Abyss seems cool. I didn't know, when did the first season come out? It was like a billion years ago, right? That was like forever ago. I didn't realize they had a season 2 planned. I kind of thought that that was it. Yeah, I think it's been a while. Oh, is there? I don't know much about Made in Abyss. I know it's pretty controversial. But I hear I've seen some concept art for it and it's beautiful, and I've heard the soundtrack before and it's gorgeous. And it seems all in all like a good watch. I have a couple of things on my queue, but it's like, with what, I don't know when I'll be able to watch them. I haven't watched any of the cool stuff yet. A bunch of people want me to watch Arcane. My brother wants me to watch Invincible. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And I really want to watch Monster. I've been told that Shimmery has told me to watch Monster. and it keeps sticking in the back of my mind. Every single, like every time I'm like, I want to watch an anime, I think about Monster. And I haven't gotten to it yet, but I think about it. I want to watch Mononoke. Like, not the Ghibli movie, but the anime. But I can't find it. It used to be on, like, Amazon, but they took it off. Which is a darn shame. Because that goes back into, if you've seen it, if you've seen, like, a screenshot of it, you'd know it is the artsiest thing I've ever seen. It looks like it's kind of the same vibes as, like, Mushishi, which is also really good. Just a traveling dude vanishing evil or whatever. It is on Crunchyroll? I'll have to look. And then what's new? What's new and coming out? I wanted to watch that spider isekai. I'm just intrigued. I'm not a huge isekai fan, but they made one about a spider, and I want in. I have a friend who's really into Spy X Family. That, I think when that comes out, I want to pick up the manga before that, but if I don't pick up the manga before it comes out, then I'll probably end up watching it when it comes out. Hold on, my brother is talking to me. Alright, I'm back. My brother reminding me to eat. I told him to remind me to eat today. I'm one of those people that'll, like, work for hours straight and then just forget to do anything else. So I was like, bro, you need to keep me accountable. I've heard that it's better as a manga than it is an anime. That's good to know. Okay. So maybe it's better to read it. I watched one episode of, what was it called? Way of the House Husband, and I got really sad, so I need to read the manga of it instead. Like, I get what they were going for with it, but at the same time, it didn't work like I think they wanted it to work out. Like the idea of sort of a, I don't want to say visual novel, because that's already a thing. The idea of kind of making it like a moving comic is not a horrible idea, but I think it doesn't work for that specific manga. I think it really needed to be animated to pull in the sort of scary vibes they were trying to go for right before the comedy bits. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, I'm very intrigued. I haven't watched an isekai since I watched Sword Art Online. And boy, I have some opinions on Sword Art Online. So I've sort of avoided them. But that one... Yes, you can suggest an isekai. Make me like isekai again. I hate Sword Art Online. I hate Sword Art Online so bad. It makes me so angry because I watched the first season and I got so invested, and then once I stopped watching the first season, I sat and I thought about it a minute and I was like, what did I watch? Oh, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I've heard of that one. I'll have to look into that one then. I'll put that on my queue. Yeah, I don't think it is a hot take. But boy, I have strong feelings about it. I was really into it too. I I had like, I had prints, and I had like these, like tiny kind of keychain sized replicas of Kirito's swords and Asuna's sword. And it was like, I thought it was great when I was watching it, and then I stopped and I was like, there's no substance. It's all style and no substance. Like, it's a good looking show. Oh, that's nice. I got really sad. No, there was an isekai I watched part of a few, God, it was maybe last year, or maybe the year before, I don't know, but it made me so immensely disappointed. Because I knew the chances of it going bad were probably pretty high, but it was such a good concept I couldn't have possibly resisted it. I don't remember what it was called. Yeah, that's exactly it, Boof. I don't remember what it was called. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it! Welcome in! But it was about this dude that got isekai'd, and he was like a pro gamer. But he got like normal, average skills. And then his mom also got isekai'd and she was like sick, and like all the RNG was on her side, and she was just so much better than him. And I knew there was like, I went into it and I was like, this is going to go very wrong, but I really wanted it to not. I was hoping, because that's such a good idea. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. It was such a good idea. I was like, this prick dude just getting upstaged by his mom in an isekai. Phenomenal. What a concept. I like that idea that it's narrative based. That actually makes me really interested in it. Action is secondary to me. Character-based stuff is always good. If you sell me on good characters, that's all you need. The last anime I watched was Beautiful Bones, Sakurako's Investigation. And yeah. You know, that's fair, Shimmery. Me too. Oh, so there's a lot of world building? I do like world building. I think it's cool. Like, you don't have to have a lot going on if you have a fleshed out story and fleshed out characters. Sakurako was like, it was a canceled anime from like 2015 or 2016 or something like that. And it was really fun. You had this woman that was like, she was all kind of rough and tough and kind of mean and didn't talk to people. And then you had this teenager. This teenage boy who he's just a nice boy, just a generally chill dude. And she went out on expeditions. She's an osteologist, so she collects bones. And the idea is that like once she keeps going on these bone collecting missions with this teenager, and this teenager's like almost her guardian. In fact, I think he calls himself that at that point because she is super immature. And they all come across like human corpses, and then it goes into this detective thing. And the detective stuff is not amazing. Like, it just doesn't, everything either doesn't really make sense, or it's solved too quickly, or there's not a lot of mystery, and there wasn't enough time in the anime to get it to like expand on its overarching theme, and it doesn't look like it's going to get renewed at any point for a second season. But the characters was so good that it's probably in my top anime now. It was so fun. Oh, see, but why would you? I like shows with that. All the politics and dialogue and stuff. That's like super important to a story. That's the flesh of a story. You can have cool fight scenes all you want, but you have to have things to back them up. That's part of why I like Demon Slayer so much, is it gives everyone a backstory and everyone a reason. And that's super important. When do I get a Genshin sponsorship? Genshin Impact, will you sponsor my stream, please? I think Genshin Impact should sponsor me and give me Primo Gems, please. Yamiko's coming out and I need her, please. They know. I said Genshin in stream once and they were like, alright, we know who this is. We know what to do. Alright. I'll put it on my queue. I don't ever watch anything, so it's like, it's rare when something comes off my queue. Anohana was on my queue for like 4 years or something before I ended up actually watching it. But I'll have to look into it. And I need to, that's one thing I want to do this year is watch more stuff. Because for an animator to not watch shows seems a little counterproductive. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day about now. I really appreciate y'all. Oh, that's cool. I always like it when the MC isn't a prick. I've always been a fan of kind of more gentle protagonists. Like, they don't have to be, but I do like them that way. But I do appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you so much. This was a lot of viewers this stream, and I really appreciate y'all talking with me. I wish we could have played a game, but alas, that will have to wait. When I get headphones tomorrow, I might, maybe, stream webbed, just because I'd like to finish it up, and most of the time I have. If nothing else, I will actually be on Boof's channel on the 4th, so go and follow Project Boof Demon. For their affiliate celebration. Let me see, I think I have someone to raid here a minute. Let me just take a look, see what else going on. Excellent. Boof is super sweet. All right. Let's see here. And I have a friend who just started streaming recently, so we're going to send you that way. Y'all have an excellent day, and I'll see you when I see you.